7, verse 6. And without faith, it is impossible to please God, because anyone who comes to him must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who earnestly seek him. God likes faith, but a lot of us don't realize what faith is. A lot of times people think faith is blind, whether there's any proof of it or not. And I'm telling you something, my friends. Our God is a reasonable God. He never, ever asks anybody to believe something that there is not basis for believing. He is an evidence-based type of God. When you look around and at this world and you hear the testimonies of other people, there is plenty of evidence for understanding that you are not the highest person on the totem pole of life. You may not know everything there is to know about God, none of us can, but there is certainly plenty of evidence around to show that there is a supernatural higher being than we ourselves. And then we should earnestly and sincerely go seek him out. So God does not ask for blind, stupid faith. No, he gives plenty of evidence, both in the revealed word, in the creation, in other people's experiences, and in that small little voice that he puts in people's minds to say, hey, you know, I'm here. The Bible says that he has put eternity in our hearts, and I think that means so much. But one of the things it means is that people know, they just know there's got to be more to life than just this finite body that we're in, that is decaying, that we're meant for more than the limits of what time will allow us to do, what our energy allows us to do, and what our opportunities allow us to do. We have got to be made for something more than this existence that we are currently in. You know, you have faith in lots of things. I'm sitting in a chair right now. I have faith that's going to hold me up. Is that just stupid faith? No, of course not. I have evidence to back me up on it. But sometimes, you know, faith in God is really about faith in a person. If I were to walk up to you and say that your mother or your husband or your child has just murdered someone in cold blood, you are probably not going to believe me. Why? Because you know the person that I'm talking about. You know the personality, and you know that person would not do such a thing. That is faith in the person because why? Because you know them so intimately. And that's the same with God. When you know God intimately, you may not know exactly why he's doing anything at a given moment, but you know that there's got to be a good reason because you know that personality. I think that's what the rest of this verse is getting to. What is it that we're to have faith in? What is it that pleases God? Well, number one, that he exists. You know, what is basic respect? When I teach respect in leadership and teamwork, and you know, one of the basic things is you acknowledge someone's existence. If you're doing customer service and a customer walks up to your counter, you don't wait to acknowledge them. You may not be on the phone, you may be dealing with another customer, but we always teach people instantly acknowledge their presence. Why? Because that is the most quintessential aspect of respect. You acknowledge that they exist. Well, I would think that God himself is worthy of being acknowledged as existing. Number two, it's interesting. We must have faith that not only that he exists, but he rewards those who earnestly seek him. Now, I've heard cynics say, okay, so he's gonna reward those who love him and who serve him. Yepper. What does this verse tell us? It's that our God, again, is a very reasonable God. God understands that if people are trying, they should be rewarded. They should be given grace. How many times has something gone wrong, and maybe it was a child was trying to do something, or an employee was trying to do something that you told them to do, and they didn't get it right. But you didn't come down hard on them because you said, well, they were really trying. They were sincerely trying. And if somebody were to have not done it that way, if they were to have come down like a ton of bricks on that person, you wouldn't have thought that was right or fair. You'd say, wait a minute. The guy's motives were pure. He was trying. That's basic justice. Where do you think you get that? You get that because God has put that into our consciousness and to our consciences. And so, yes, God will reward. He will take care of those who earnestly are seeking Him. Don't ever worry about, you always hear somebody say, what about the person in the farthest area of the globe that's never heard about Christ, and then he dies? Is he going to heaven? Don't ever worry about something like that. Let me tell you something. This verse, if nowhere else, should reassure you that if someone has earnestly sought his Creator, has earnestly tried to understand God, God is going to reward that. God is going to honor that. God is going to give the opportunities, the information, going to bring the right people into that person's life, going to open up resources, going to maybe even appear personally to them. I don't know, but I just know this. You never have to worry about somebody being in hell undeservedly. You never have to worry about that, my friends, never. Because of this verse, God rewards those who earnestly seek Him. Notice, seek Him. Doesn't say rewards those that get it perfect, that understand everything about the Godhead. No, it says He rewards those who earnestly seek Him. So rest easy and have faith, because you know the God that exists and rewards those who earnestly seek Him. Great thing to know. I'm J. Lenora Bressler. Visit me on the next edition of the Bible, Delight in the Details. Have a great day.